Y'all already know what time it is. We tapping in on the war over there in the Middle East. We gotta keep tapping in on what matter, cause if they get ready to take the gloves off, like they say they about to, then it's gonna be a whole lot of death and destruction in the world real soon. It's gonna be a whole lot of death and destruction in the world real soon. You see, and I believe, man, because they saying that they over there in the United States then start locking and loading over there in Israel and Netanyahu and Donald Trump. Man, they getting that coalition together. They have already said that Saudi Arabia is coming in alignment with United States and the Israelis, that they about to give Saudi Arabia new nuclear power plants, which means that Saudi Arabia is about to come into nuclear club. You know, they're gonna have access. They saying that they not gonna be military, but that's what they all say, and maybe not. But I don't, the possibility that they could spin off, but that wouldn't be a good look for them if they did. You know, it wouldn't be a good look for them if they did. But the possibility is there for Saudi Arabia to become a nuclear power. You know, but it's looking like that whole world, and people don't understand that the Pakistanis who got nuclear weapons is in league with Saudi Arabia. So man, that part of the world is becoming more volatile than any area on the planet. That area over there is volatile. People talk about the black community and other communities, but that Arab community over there, man, all of them nations is in utter turmoil. In utter turmoil, ready to blow the whole fucking Middle East up right now. They ready to blow the whole fucking. You got Turkey and the Israelis, they at odds. Netanyahu was mad at Donald Trump because Donald Trump was over in Turkey. Erdogan, the president of Turkey, has called for the destruction of Israel. Yeah, he called for the destruction. So they ain't liking Donald Trump over there in Turkey. They ain't like, and they ready to get into it with Turkey. But at the same time, Turkey is a member of NATO. But Turkey is a member of NATO. And so the Israelis want to get into it with Turkey. And so they say if you attack any nation of NATO, everybody else got to come in. Everybody else got to come in. So and so the Israelis ready to drop a damn nuclear bomb. That's all it is. Because they too small to think they could kick everybody ass like a little chihuahua. Yeah, they could jump on a motherfucker for a minute. But they couldn't even fuck with Iran by themselves. They need the United States. So the Israelis, man, they got that ace in the hole, which is the nuclear weapons. That's what they got. And so they willing to start fights with motherfuckers they know bigger than them because they have anticipated dropping a nuclear bomb on their ass. That's what they have anticipated. And so it's real ugly over there, man. This shit could go so many different ways with the Pakistani, and I think they more reserved. But if somebody hit them, if somebody hit them in a way, that caused great destruction over there, they could drop a nuclear bomb. So I know the Iranians, if Pakistan ride with Saudi Arabia and Iran, and they got a deal that if Saudi Arabia go to war with a country, that Pakistan supposed to side with Saudi Arabia. So if Iran and Saudi Arabia get into it, then the Pakistanis got to side with Saudi Arabia. And so you bringing a nuclear power in. And so, could the Pakistanis drop a bomb on Iran if they attack them? If they shoot some missiles over into Pakistan and blow their shit up, how will Pakistan respond? So you got a lot of nuclear, you got the Israelis, you got the Pakistani, and then you got Turkey is an advanced military. Turkey is an advanced military. Turkey ain't no little military. You know, I don't know who the most advanced between Iran and Turkey. Matter of fact, let me see. I don't know. I think Turkey is a little more advanced. Uh, I think because they got a lot of newer shit than they got a lot of newer shit over there in Turkey. Let me see. I don't think Turkey and they got the top militaries up there. But I don't, the Israelis would have a problem fighting them Turks. I think their army is bigger than Turkey. But see, they wanna. Well, you can believe what you want to. You can believe what you want to. Yeah, they about to turn. They about to turn up on them. You could go over there. You can go over to Iran all you want to. You can go. Yeah, they are right now strategically. They are. You know. They right now strategically they in control right now. That's because they ain't dropped that goddamn bomb on their ass. Yeah, he have, and he have, but and he have, and they over there hitting their ass now. But we gonna find out. We gonna find out. We gonna find out. I'm not rooting for neither one of them, so I really don't give a fuck. Yeah, I really don't give a fuck which one of them come. But at the end of the day, if they want revenge and they revenge is talking about coming to America, then I don't want to hear nothing from no goddamn body. What's the odds the United States will drop a nuclear bomb on Iran? What's the odds of that? I know them Israelis will drop a bomb on their ass. So what's the odds in that? If something go off, they gonna fuck them up. They gonna fuck them up. You say very low. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. What said I claim blood? What the hell you talking about, man? Get up off of here, nigga. Get on up off here. Yeah, who you talking? Okay. Yeah. But anyway, people can believe whatever they want. If you feel ironic, I mean, go on over there, get you an Airbnb. Go on over there and chill on out. And then you could explain that shit to us from over there. See, but you oversee, they saying that United States getting stepped on, but they saying it over here. Now, what you need to go over there where they over there eating goddamn, mud pies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go on over there and let them bombs drop on your ass and tell me who winning. You know what I'm saying? See, if ain't no bombs being dropped on the homeland, if they done knocked off all your motherfucking leaders, see that right there, man, that show me something about you. Because you supposed to protect your leaders. That's the first thing a nation supposed to do. You got to protect your government. Anytime they can knock off 50 of your motherfucking top leaders, don't tell me you winning. That right there was a hell of a loss. Right there. Motherfucker knock off all your leaders like that? If a motherfucker assassinated the United States president, one leader, one man, it would be like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? One man. That would like send the fucking country in a tailspin. So to get 50 of your top leaders knocked off and y'all see that as a victory, I don't need you to be in charge of shit. As far as I'm, you know what I'm saying, military supposed to preserve the sovereignty of the nation. You can't even fucking preserve the sovereignty of your nation when a motherfucker can come. And the crazy shit about it, which y'all not explaining, is somebody told them where them leaders were. Ain't no way you gonna knock off 50 of their goddamn leaders without somebody on the ground saying, they over there. They meet right there. You understand what I'm saying? All in different locations. Yeah, they got a lot of snitches over there in Iran. Talk about that. Yeah, talk about that. But anyway, if knocking off the leaders would, yeah, okay. I tell you what, I don't want to hear no more from you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, family, I'll see y'all in a minute. Get on over there. If anybody believe Iran is winning, get your Airbnb, go on over there and get your take your barbecue grill, because there's gonna be a lot of fire. You know what I'm saying? You can grill and shit. Get you some hamburgers, some steaks and shit, and get you some. You don't need no firecrackers, because there's gonna be a lot of fireworks going on over there. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Get over to Patreon, get that raw, too raw for YouTube, General Seti. We got it for you. And I'll see you in a minute. Black Pop.